Who says there's no loyalty left among professional footballers? These two captains, Mike Lyons of Everton and Tottenham Hotspur's Steve Perryman, have served their club for over 10 years, often unselfishly sacrificing their chance of perhaps winning a full England cap because the club have required them to switch positions. Unchanged, but after winning 6 league games in a row, they've now gone 4 games without a win. Spurs are also unchanged today. Perryman, in fact, is in midfield at the moment because Terry Yorath is still unfit, so Paul Miller continues alongside Lacey at the back. Everton in blue shirts and white shorts, playing from right to left in the first half. Here's John Gidman, and the goalkeeper is Jim McDonough. Because the ground staff have been trying to beat the recent weather. There's been so much rain in Lancashire, but Steve Perryman here on the attack for Tottenham, looking for Crooks. Perryman again. Finding Glenn Hoddle. Hoddle shot. He's looking for his 50th. Bailey. McMahon coming to the left. Houghton underneath this. Not a very convincing header by him. Gary Stanley. Use of the arm perhaps by Ricky Villa. And a corner anyway. Wright was up there, off the line by Houghton, from Billy Wright. Here's Bailey. They're all coming in on this. McBride at the far post. Glenn Hoddle was with him, a goal kick. There's John Lacey, an unorthodox piece of goalkeeping, gives it straight back to Hoddle. Good cross by Hoddle. Lacey's there again. Here comes Smith. Villa. And Villa did well there. This is Garth Crooks. Good save this time by McDonough. There was a man on the line actually, just covering for the goalkeeper. Garth Crooks put in space there by Ricky Villa. Fierce shot and well dealt with by the keeper. Lyons up well. Here's Hartford. This is Eastoe. Hit the post and in. Peter Eastoe scores his 9th goal of the season for Everton. Puts him out in front as their top scorer. Mick Lyons won the ball in the air with the header. Hartford knocked it forward, and Eastoe finished it with a shot which went in off the post. So Everton take the lead with 27 minutes gone. Hoddle shoots. What a good stop. On by Archibald. And here comes Crooks. And Lyons was the defender who he bounced off, and I rather think an indirect free kick has been given. Here's Glenn Hoddle through a crowd of players. Archibald! So Spurs equalise through Steve Archibald, who scores his 8th goal of the season, and that puts him out in front as their leading scorer. 35 minutes gone, the free kick eventually taken. Glenn Hoddle drove it. It came back off that crowd of players, and Steve Archibald slid the ball into the net. And Spurs are level at 1-1, the way the match has finished here at Goodison Park between these two clubs for the last 2 seasons. Eastoe. Bailey. And a good interception by Chris Houghton. That's going to be an Everton throw. McBride. Well, that's a foul by Ardiles. Here's Stanley. And now it's Gidman. And that's Billy Wright. He's hit the bar. Lyons! Was it over the line or not? Lyons is appealing for a goal. The linesman says no. The referee looks across. There's an argument between Perryman and Danes, and it's all happening underneath the Tottenham crossbar. Two unlucky players there, Billy Wright, who hit the bar, and Mike Lyons thought his header was over the line before it was scrambled away. Billy Wright shakes his head. Lyons again, Latchford! They're appealing for handball this time, the Everton players. McBride. What a good cross. Hooked away by Miller, and the referee blows for half-time with the of Everton 1, Spurs 1. Well, that young man, in company with many other Everton supporters, will be asking himself at half-time, should Everton have had a second goal? Did the Mike Lyons header go in? Well, looking at it from behind the goal, we can see that as Billy Wright's first header comes back off the bar, Lyons goes in, and Gordon Smith appears to get the ball away before the whole of the ball has crossed the line. Spurs start the second half and start a very important few days in their season, because on Tuesday night they play at home to Arsenal in the League Cup. The winners visiting West Ham in the quarter-finals. And a good cup run, something that Spurs would dearly love to have. For the moment, here's Archibald battling for league points. And Garth Crooks gets an early break. He's right through, here is Crooks. And what a brave stop again by McDonough, who's rapidly making himself the Everton man of the match. Here's Wright, Hartford. Beaten by Ardiles and then Perryman. Now Hoddle and Archibald trying to get the better of Bailey. Hoddle coming up in support, two on the far post. Comes off Billy Wright for a Tottenham corner. That's Archibald's shot. Oh, it's gone in. Well, what a simple looking goal. Lacey went to the near post, didn't actually make contact, the ball ran loose and Archibald turned and shot, and it found its way into the corner. It was on by McMahon, and the Tottenham fans who have made the journey north now thoroughly enjoying themselves. Archibald again, Hoddle, that was neatly done. Finally bundled over by, with the Tottenham player lying on the ground, the referee showed the yellow card to John Bailey. Get their game together again now, from their point of view. Here's Kidman. Oh, penalty, I think, was it? Lacey was climbing over the forward, and a penalty, I think, has been given to Everton for a foul. The defender had his arms right round the Everton player, and the referee took one look and gave a penalty, and Joe McBride will take the kick. He scored from 2 this season. And he's missed it. Well, would you believe it? But Joe McBride has taken on the job quite recently, but he put that one over the bar. Here's Stanley. Eastoe trying to hold off Hooton to find Gidman. It's nicely done. That was Eastoe again with the acrobatics. McBride, and Latchford goes down this time after a challenge from Miller. What a tremendous effort. Oh, McMahon! McMahon has scored a brilliant goal. The 19-year-old makes it 2-2 with a superb individual effort that's got Goodison Park absolutely roaring. Latchford was still looking round for a possible penalty. The ball ran back to McMahon, and he turned and twisted and fired one in, and it flew past Barry Danes. So Everton do get level after all, having missed the penalty. Their rising young star puts them all square at 2-2. And what a game we've got here now. Villiers for Spurs. Well, that'll make Joe McBride feel a lot better about the penalty miss. Here's Hoddle. Tottenham throw. So, first Everton in front, then Tottenham in front, and now all square again. Ardiles. Hoddle, offside. Everton have got their substitute stripped off, Eamon O'Keefe, and rather think Bob Latchford may be being called off. Eamon O'Keefe, who was signed from non-league football, the Northern Premier League club Mossley. Here's Perryman. And now John Gidman. O'Keefe's gone straight up front in Latchford's position. He's the number 12 on the right wing now. Another little shove by Villiers. Villiers now saying he got hurt by Gary Stanley, and that's brewing all the time between those two. Yellow card's been shown. Garth Crooks, complaining to the referee about the decision, is booked for dissent. Gary Stanley at the heart of all that. Lyons in there, Lacey's volleyed that one away as far as Stanley. Here's Hartford, headed out by Miller, back in by Eastoe. What a scramble. Tottenham somehow or other getting the ball out, and a bad ball again from Ricky Villiers, putting them back under siege. Bailey. Hartford. McBride trying to set it up for McMahon, who's gone all the way through. Well, he's brave and direct, this 19-year-old Steve McMahon. Not much of him, perhaps, a slender frame, but very, very determined in that midfield position for Everton. Bailey and Archibald tussling, and the referee says Archibald was backing on, and the expression on the two players' faces speaks for itself. A free kick to Everton. And this time Archibald was not 10 yards away, and the referee's gone to his pocket again, and I fancy Archibald could become the third Tottenham player to be booked this afternoon. Hoddle has already been in the book, and Crooks, and Archibald gets the yellow card. He committed the foul in the first place and then didn't retreat 10 yards when Bailey took the free kick, and 2 minutes to go. Everton on the attack again. Lyons jumping. Goal kick. Everton not happy about that. They thought it was a corner. Lyons prolongs the argument with the referee. Archibald is with Bailey again there. We're going into time added on by the referee for stoppages. That was Villiers. John Gidman getting back. And Villiers puts his left arm across Gidman, and a little scene involving Perryman, who ran past him at the same moment. I think the referee's final whistle will take a lot of heat out of this situation. That's Gidman with the kick. Oh, here's a chance for Hartford to put one in. McMahon's header! Oh, good save by Barry Daines. Right at the end from Steve McMahon. Hartford played the ball in intelligently. McMahon got a header on it, and Daines quickly to his right. And that save may well have protected a point for Tottenham. And indeed it did, because this fixture for the 6th time in 11 years ends in a draw. McMahon's brilliant goal for Everton, pulling them back from 2-1 down after Archibald had given Spurs such a say in the match. Plenty of excitement, including a missed penalty by Everton. All manner of saves by the two goalkeepers. And a final score then, with the 26,000 crowd well satisfied with the entertainment, even though Everton's run seems to be stuttering now. 5 games without a win. Everton 2, Spurs 2.